Mr. Gurmit Singh Arora is the National Chairman, CII, Indian Green Building Council, a body which provides a wide range of services including designing new green building rating programs, certification services, and green building training programs. A champion of sustainability, Mr. Arora has been a major factor behind the distribution and growth of green buildings. In his previous role as the chairman of IGBC Mumbai chapter, he has played a catalytic role in the growth of green buildings in Mumbai and Maharashtra. Approximately 1,360 green construction projects in Maharashtra currently have IGBC green building grading criteria, thanks to his discretion and supervision. So let's welcome Mr. Gurmit Singh Arora.
Well, I belong to the CII, Indian Green Building Council, and we are a center of excellence of CII. There are many centers of excellence of CII, like renewable energy, glass, renewable paints, and we are one of the centers, green products. We are one of the centers of excellence of CII. Next slide. Now, what I'm going to talk to you is about the past and future of green buildings. If you look at the earlier structures constructed in India, you will see that they were having passive and active design, and they were absolutely green as far as ventilation is concerned, daylighting is concerned. You go to the Taj Mahal in Agra, you go to the Bahai Temple in Delhi, you don't need a fan. You can stand anywhere, even in the summer, and you feel cooler. A green building basically is 3 to 4% less in temperature than ambient temperature, even without active cooling or without an air conditioner or a fan. Next slide. We have lost this tradition somehow in urbanizing India. And now I want you to look at this slide very carefully, because this building, you see the roof now, and I'm going to show you the same building with a changed roof. This building, Mala Singh is going to be speaking about net zero energy, and this building is a net zero positive building now. It produces more energy than it can consume, and we are also certifying it for net zero water very soon. Now, the roof, you see, it has a green roof on top. There's the plantation, landscaping, and you see very little solar panels on the right side. Next slide. This is the headquarters of IGBC. We constructed it in 2001, inaugurated by the then President of India, Abdul Kalam ji. It costed 18% more over a conventional building. This is the inauguration. Next slide. In the past, in the beginning of India's green building movement, basically IGBC was formed in 2001 to enable sustainable built environment for all. India to be a global leader in sustainable built environment. By 2025, we are one of the founding members of the World Green Building Council. There are 70 all over the world, and we are number 2 as far as green footprint is concerned worldwide. A green building optimizes the use of water, energy, conserves natural resources, uses materials in abundance rather than in depletion, generates less waste, provides health and well-being to the occupants. Most of our software centers have a higher productivity rate of 20-25%. Our healthcare rating ensures that the patient recovery rate is 15-20% faster. So there are advantages in going green, and today green buildings do not cost more than a conventional building. We have enough case studies showing you that it doesn't cost more than 1%, and therefore it makes good business sense to go green. Next. Now all our ratings, we have 30 ratings. We have a green village rating, we have a green metro rating. There is no metro rail station in India station which is not certified by IGBC. We have healthcare rating, we have hospitality rating. You cannot have a metro rail station requires air conditioning, does not have public toilets. A railway station has public toilets, the need of water and sanitation. So the needs are completely different. All our 30 ratings are aligned to Jal, Vayu, Agni, Akash and Prithvi. All our 30 ratings are based on this ethos of 5 Panchbhutas. For Prithvi, we look at sustainable sites. On water, we look at efficiency of water, and we are now moving towards net zero. We have a lot of projects which are net zero on water and waste. Now, Shabnam ji spoke about waste, but what are we going to do about electronic e-waste? The amount of cell phones that these youngsters change, laptops, work from home, now everybody has a laptop. where is this e-waste going to go? So the real issue to address waste is not toilet waste or not plastic waste or paper waste. We have to address where we are going to use this e-waste. Energy efficiency, indoor environment quality as far as Vayu is concerned, and daylighting, night sky pollution as far as Akash is concerned. Next. So we look at what are our challenges from 2001 to 2010, availability, affordability. We did not have green materials here. Today, IGBC has 2,000 products certified for their greenness. Now, when I talk of greenness, we talk of embodied energy. Energy required to make the product, embodied water, embedded water, what we call virtual water. A cell phone takes 2,500 liters to make. A t-shirt takes 1,500 liters to make. A kg of rice takes 1,300 liters to make. So what I am trying to say, every product has an embodied energy, embodied water. Does it have recyclability content? Does it have recyclability potential? Is it low on VOC? So we look at different products. We did not have these products earlier. We did not have access to them. Now our green product rating has, for example, fly ash cement. We are using fly ash. Now we are using all the fly ash from the thermal plants, and therefore 2,000 products are now certified by a Green Pro rating system, and these are all available in India, bringing down the cost of green. Next. Sandeep, next slide. So we look at passive design, we look at orientation, sun path, simulation of the building, daylighting, skylighting, light pipes, we look at ACC blocks, materials, fly ash based cement, insulation, bringing down the temperature of the building compared to the ambient temperature. We look at self shading, we look at building envelope, we look at performance, high performance glass. Now there is a myth that green buildings only use glass. We have some buildings where you only have glass on one side and the other three sides there is no glass. So it's a big myth that green buildings use glass, and earlier somebody had put a newspaper article also. It's not all about glass. Next slide. We have active design measures. We look at equipment where alternative forms of cooling, geothermal, tunnel cooling. We look at air conditioning through tunnel cooling. We look at wind towers, high efficiency pumps, motors, fans, variable refrigerant flow, variable refrigerant drives, LED, CFLs, lighting controls, vertical transportation, building automation systems, and high coefficient of performance chillers, absorption chillers. Today, due to the 5-star rating, air conditioner consumption has come down by 35-40%. I would like to tell you something. I am the chairman of CII IGBC. We have more than 3,000 members. I have a drawing room which is 800 square feet, and I have 6 tons of air conditioning in the 800 square feet. I am a culprit. I am admitting I have 6 tons of air conditioning in 800 square feet. We did the Reliance Corporate Park, 640 acres, 700 square feet, 1 ton of air conditioning. So the chairman of IGBC is using 6 tons to air condition 800 square feet. And Reliance Corporate Park, we air conditioned, we used 1 ton of air conditioning for 700 square feet. Reliance Jamnagar, 850 square feet, 1 ton of air conditioning. And these are all facts and figures I'm telling you. So you can imagine there's been a visible change where we always thought that, 200 square feet bedroom means 1.5 tons of air conditioning. And now we are able to bring down the building envelope, the building temperature, and therefore reduce the cost of air conditioning. Next. Connected load in green buildings. Earlier we were looking at 10 megawatt per million square feet. We look at 7 megawatt. A reduction of 30%. And now we are going towards net zero. Now this building only has glass on one side. Maximum glass is north and least is the south. It's not necessary that buildings are just enveloped in glass and that's why they green. You have wide openings, overhangs. Next. In 2000, we were, the roof was covered with utilities. Now it's covered with a cool roof, reflective paints, vegetation, solar PVs. And now in the Green Building Center, we have installed a solar PV panel which produces energy on both the sides. So even when I'm in the sun shadow region, the reflective paint reflects the sun's rays onto the bottom of the PV panel, and we produce energy, and now we are net positive. we are producing more energy that we can consume. And we have 200 employees in that building. It's not that those employees are sitting in the heat. They're all sitting in comfort zone. So we look at glazing in 2000, we've had only single glaze units, uniformly used all over facades, as I said. Now we have very high performance glass used based on orientation and heat gain, low U value and visible transmission of light. Next. So we bring in light, not the heat. In 2000, you looked at cooling efficiency has improved 75% in green buildings, as I told you. And I am on the left side, I am the culprit. I am one of the culprits where I'm repeating 6 tons in 800 square feet. Next. You look at lighting density, we have reduced it from 1.5 watt per square feet to 0.6 watt per square feet. And we are now looking at lighting only where it is required. You don't light up everything. You light up the portion where you require the light. So lighting load is reduced by 60%. Next. Now, I'm giving you some examples. Wipro, reduction in energy, 40%. ITC reduction, 45%. CII reduction, 63%. And these buildings do not cost more than 1% more than a conventional. Next. So these are some examples where you'll see from 18%, my own headquarters in 2001, 2003 has reduced to 1 and 1.5. You look at Spectral, Kalpataru, Technopolis, Wipro. As we go year on year, today buildings do not cost more than 1% because a lot of things have become mandatory. STPs are mandatory. Some states solar is mandatory. Somewhere rainwater harvesting is mandatory. Next. So there is a decrease in incremental cost and a payback of less than 1 year. We brought down the price of materials in India. Waterless urinals costed 15,000. There are 3,000 a unit now because of the volume. We are right now at 800 crore square feet of green footprint in India. We have 90% market share in India. 8 billion square feet of green footprint under IGBC. CO2 sensors, 50,000 become 12,000. Certified wood, high performance glass. Solar PV panels, as you know now, all the government contracts go in 2 rupees 80 paisa, less than 3 rupees per kilowatt hour, whereas government is charging us 10 rupees for industrial power and much more for residential power. Next. So cost of green building has gone down to 1 to 1.5%, as I told you. And I'm talking of platinum rated building. I'm not even talking of gold, silver or just rated. Next. And there are hundreds of examples. Now, what are the benefits of green building? Reduction, tangible benefits, reduction in power, health and well-being, improved health and productivity. Intangible benefits are there. Energy saving, water saving, reduction in initial investment. Next. That's the CIDCO headquarters in Vashi, IGBC Gold. 380 acres, Hirko, Panvel, IGBC Gold. Sorry, 580 acres. 380 acres, Oragundam, Hirko, Hirinandani, IGBC Gold. Next. We only have 10 minutes. We are running out of time. Next. So we have in 2,200 projects. Can you go back, Sandeep? In 2,200 projects, we have reduced carbon dioxide by 12,000 tons, energy by 15,000 megawatt hour, water by 45,000 kiloliters. That is equivalent to 1 month's water of Hyderabad city. Construction waste 450 tons diverted from land fills. This is per million square feet I'm talking about, per 10 lakh square feet. And we are at 800 crore square feet. Renewable energy 600 megawatt. Next. So journey towards the green built requirement. Next. We are right now at 7,200 projects. From one project, we planted a seed in 2001, nurtured it into a forest, and this forest is really growing because we aspire to become the biggest green building council in the world by 2025. We are now looking at net zero energy waste all existing buildings of 2050, and we will bring in legislation. We are working with government so that all buildings that are built in India must be certified. I went to a very big builder. Next slide. I went to a very big builder site. Okay. They take me through the flat. It's all air conditioned. Only one window opens 45 degrees in the drawing room. And I said, my children can't live here day and night in a controlled atmosphere of air conditioning. And he says, sir, we have 21 lakh square feet garden downstairs. We are absolutely green. I said, bullshit, you're not green. It has taken me 10 years to convert that group. And now they have signed up with IGBC that all the buildings will be certified green. Just by putting gardens and landscaping, you're not green. You look at renewable, you look at alignment to all these sustainable development goals. Next up. Ladies and gentlemen, French physicist says man is the most insane species. Man means there are ladies here also, women also. Is the most insane species. They pray to an invisible God and destroy a visible nature, not knowing fully well that the nature they are destroying is the God they are praying. Jal, Vayu, Agni, Akash and Dharti. They are destroying it, and there is no tomorrow. Already we have climatic catastrophic conditions. We have to do something together that all buildings are certified green. We are aligned to all the national codes, the National Building Code, the ECBC, Eco-Nivas, the ISHRE, the UIPCI of Indian Plumbing Association, which I also represent. Next. Anyway, I will conclude by saying that IGBC has facilitated the green building movement to 45 green townships, 600 transit projects, 13 metro authorities, 30 plus divisions of Indian Railways, 27 green villages. As on date, IGBC has 2252 certified projects, fully functional, 9.5 billion units of energy saved, equivalent to providing electricity to 26 million village households. 28.6 billion liters of water IGBC has saved, equivalent to Hyderabad's water demand for 45 days. We have reduced CO2 emissions by 7.8 million tons, equivalent to 8.8 million cars to take off the road. And I'm talking of diesel and petrol cars, not EVs which are coming in. Reduction of waste by 2.5 million tons per annum. 3 lakh tons organic waste per year is produced out of IGBC. So ladies and gentlemen, it makes business sense to go green. And I will conclude by one saying, you can measure the amount of wealth you have or how rich you are by counting the things you have that money cannot buy. So go home today and take a piece of paper and pen and write down the things you have that money cannot buy. And money cannot buy sustainability. And money cannot buy a green future and a sustainable future unless all of us do something together. Can each one of you every day take 10 minutes to contribute back to Mother Nature? Do you sing under your shower? Do you think of Lata Mangeshkar or Mohammed Rafi? And waste 50 liters of water singing under your shower? Do you use your WC, your potty, your flush as an ashtray, or you throw your hair and nails in and you flush? Please understand, India has 17% of the world's population and only 4% of its water. We'll produce energy, where will we get the water from? There is 1 million microplastics in every square kilometer of the ocean. And there is so much cancer spreading because of radiation. Shabnam, you have to look at radiation in green buildings in your health and well-being. What is the level of radiation in all these cordless devices that we use? And we are all working from home now. Okay, granite has more radiation, emits more radiation than marble. And why are we getting this cancer when there was no cancer 50 years back, 100 years back? So ladies and gentlemen, I leave you with a thought. I leave you with a thought, all of you, whoever you are, whatever your position is, let us do something every day to give back to Mother Earth. Thank you very much.